Hey, good morning from sunny Las Vegas. We're in the shade.
Hello, everyone. I
We have
think we're at the 19th or the 20th.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to
time
tag
to
you.
tag. Getting a ritual here.
Tag,
Tagged.
tag.
I feel tagged. Yes, we have a very interesting topic today that I think it's going to be just more of an exploration for you guys and for us as well. Self-conscious versus becoming self-aware. And I think that's really an amazing. Well, number one, to be self-aware about yourself is a great tool for being true to yourself and being honest with yourself and seeing where you are in this 10 seconds about your life, what's going on, what you truly desire to do, what you're doing that you don't like to do, that you're not honest with yourself. That's all part of self-awareness. Becoming aware of your capacities that you're maybe not acknowledging, and maybe some limitations that you've set up for yourself. Those are all hot topics. So, yeah, do you want to continue or should I?
Yeah. Well, no, you can continue.
Yeah, for as far as like self-conscious, it's not so much. It could be physical, like oh, I've got a big nose, which I do, or whatever it is. That's one aspect of it. But it's becoming self-conscious of something that you're judging yourself, and what is that as far as a limitation? What is it, that belief or that point of view that's limiting you? Like I have this one thing that I'm very self-conscious about, like I'm dyslexic, so I don't do well when I read aloud, and so I'm very self-conscious of that. And it wasn't like just recently, maybe within the last year, I see how that was such a limitation for the things that I wanted to do, and I was holding myself back because of that one. I was so self-conscious of that one judgment of myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's really a key in discovering self-awareness and discovering really desiring what you becoming what you desire to do. It's a great tool to become aware of your. As one person said, your greatest weakness shall be your greatest strength. So if you think about your greatest weakness, consider that, and are you self-conscious of that? And how could that be your greatest strength?
Yeah. Yeah, the difference for me between both is self-consciousness is like being in a space, but from a space, observing ourselves from that space of judgment,
Mm-hmm.
observing ourselves from a point of view.
Yeah.
And from that point of view, we look at ourselves is as if I see ourselves in a bubble, and we look ourselves, we are in the middle, and we are this bubble.
Mm.
And this bubble is like a judgment, is like a conclusion, or is like, so I'm asking, yeah, what if are you, when you are self-conscious of yourself, are you in a bubble, and from what is this energy that you look at yourself, that you observe yourself, what is this thing? Are you from a space of judgment? Are you from a space of are you afraid of you? That can be that too. Are you afraid of being wrong? Are you wrong? That could be that too. So it's really about self-consciousness is more about becoming aware of in which energy are you observing yourself, from which energy are
Right.
you observing yourself, and self-aware, being self-conscious and going into that world changing. Well, we change our reality when we become self-aware of
For
that.
sure.
Because self-aware, what if it's about acknowledging something of us with no point of view?
Well,
Yeah,
here.
there's still
Some more shade
there's
up
still
here.
some here. Yeah. So what if it's about, and sometimes it's a miracle when we choose to, because how many lifetimes have we been in that space with ourselves? Like if you are in that space of observing yourself from the wrongness of you, and then you choose to, hey, instead of looking at myself from the wrongness of me, what if I was, what if I'm looking at myself from a space of allowance,
Mm-hmm.
from a space of, okay, I'm just going to allow myself to be this with no point of view. Just that, this is a miracle, my friend. If you can allow yourself to go from that space of judgment to be in self-allowance of you, you can receive so much more, and you can receive so much more from the universe and from consciousness when you allow yourself that space, and you lower your barriers, and you just allow yourself to be this with no point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe this is one of our greatest exploration adventure with ourselves in our life, when we allow ourselves to be who we are in all aspects of our life, when we allow ourselves to be who we are, the good, the bad, the ugly, and with no point of view. And as you said, what if it's by allowing that ourselves to be this, we're going to receive something that we never thought that would be possible from what we thought that was bad or that was wrong about us.
Mm-hmm.
We could receive something about this that would create a different reality for us. Are you ready to create a different reality? And if it's the case, so what if it's about becoming aware of, okay, from which space am I observing myself, and then choosing. Gary Douglas said it. If you want to change something, poke and pod. But if you want to have miracle, change.
Mm-hmm.
Choose something else. Choose
Yeah.
something else. And what if it's about by choosing another space to function from in relationship to you, you will have a totally different reality. Yeah, and you will receive awarenesses, and you can ask questions. What is, well, as you said, what's right about this? Well, you didn't say that, but what's right about this that I'm not getting? Or what if what you judge as being a wrongness is a strongness?
Yeah, and being open to different possibilities. Like, for example, if you want to be an aeronautical engineer and you're not very good with math, but you like the idea of becoming an engineer, ask questions and seeing what could you do that would create that same sort of expansion for you, and maybe asking, becoming aware of where did that come from, why is it that the person wants to be an engineer or whatever, and yeah, it may not even belong to you. It may be some relative that's saying, oh, you should become an engineer, or maybe someone else is influencing you in that way. And so if you do have something that you desire to do, and you maybe believe that you don't have the capacity or you have a limitation, ask questions, look into that, and see what other possibilities are available. And so it's not a fixed point of view about this is the way this has to happen, or I need to go to school to accomplish this. Maybe there's a different way, something like that.
Yeah, and I wanted to say something else. I forgot it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, self-awareness is it's key, I think, to having a life of ease and moving forward.
Sorry. What if it's about to if something doesn't work in your life, what is it that you're not aware of? Because all the aspect of our life that function as that function is because we are aware of it.
Yeah.
And all the aspects of our life that don't function, or we know that it's possible for it to function, the ease, there's not ease in it. What if it's because you are not aware of something?
Yeah. And look at the places where what you're avoiding. Like I was saying before, like if you're self-conscious about something that you don't like about yourself, or you're not doing, or you don't feel like you're confident in a certain area, look at those as keys to becoming self-aware and shifting that possibility, shifting that, whatever that is, into something else if you need to learn something different. So yeah, again, self-awareness, self-conscious is really a key to finding more self-awareness and shifting my life in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it did come back, so I guess
What's
that
that?
will be for another time, because I receive an energy and
Okay.
I don't remember what it is, so that's okay.
We'll just hang out here. And, cool. No pressure.
That's
think
okay.
about it. What is it?
It's not about thinking, it's about receiving.
Oh, right. Receive it. I'll put this disc up here. You're just okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Well, thanks, and we'll see you again next time, and maybe we'll be enlightened by some inspiration by
Yeah.
Edith's
Yeah.
satellite connection. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.